morning, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Thank y'all so much for stepping back in to see what I have to say. I promise y'all, it truly does mean the world to me. But with that being said, let's hop into it. We're talking about Quant Network, okay? But before we get jumping into Quant, I just want to say thank y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in. Thank y'all for subscribing. Thank y'all for liking. Thank y'all for sharing. Thank you guys for commenting. I truly appreciate it, okay? I really, truly do. This channel is scaling up. I appreciate y'all. Like, that's from the bottom of my heart. Like, for real, thank y'all. But with that being said, come on, y'all. We talking about Quant Network. We are talking about literally what they call the GOD token. We're talking about the complete fabric of Web3. We're talking about the integration of Web3 because of Quant Network. Follow what I'm saying, okay, you guys? But in this video, we got a few things going on. There was a recent question and answer with Gilbert Verdian that we're going to go over in this video. There was a somewhat up-to-date post from the Digital Pound Foundation. We're going to go over that in this video, and we're going to get the take of Gilbert Verdian himself, you guys. Think about it. When we get to the part of this, when they're talking about his resume, listen to the seats that he has already held. And also then take into consideration the seats that he still currently sits on in a lot of these major corporations and countries. Understand what is being laid out right in front of you. Now, we go more so talk about the digital pound in this one, but don't get that twisted with the digital euro, because it's them, and the digital dollar one day, because it will be, no matter what, and trust me, it will be. The digital wine, the digital, no matter where you are in the world, your money's going digital, okay? So whether it's a stable coin or if that is a CBDC, it's digital, and Quant Network will touch it, because OVERLEDGER is just that. It is the interoperability of the internet that is now coupled with global standards. I'm gonna keep saying it because it matters, okay? So follow me on this one. Follow me on this one, y'all. I like, for real, I'm just happy because I feel like y'all are really understanding the roadmap that's being laid out in front of y'all, and I thank y'all for that. But this first video is coming from my boy, MF Crypto. Yeah, y'all know, you brother, you rock, you know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you're doing. And if they don't like your voice, oh well. But he is going over this question and answer with Gilbert Verdian. We're just gonna play a little bit of it because it's a really, really long question and answer. So if you wanna catch that whole thing, go tap in on his channel, catch the entire question and answer. But I'm gonna tap into it, so I'll be right back.
Big Q&A with Gilbert Verdian, CEO and founder at Quant. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Who are you and what's your background? I am Gilbert Verdian, founder and CEO at Quant. I work in the exciting world of blockchain and digital finance, but my background is primarily in cybersecurity. I've been a CISO, CIO, and CTO, all the best techie C-suite titles. I've worked in the UK government for Downing Street, HM Treasury, the Cabinet Office, Ministry of Justice, and NSW Health, and served in the private sector at MasterCard, Vocalink, CSC, EY, PwC, BP, and HSBC. I'm passionate about disruptive technology and what it can bring to financial services, and established the blockchain ISO standard TC307 initiative in 2015, a new set of international standards for blockchain to support its adoption in a safe and secure way. I've lived and worked in the UK for over 2 decades, but I was born and raised in Australia, where I earned my MBA from the University of Technology, Sydney. I consider the UK my home, but I certainly miss the good weather down under. What is your job title and what are your general responsibilities? As CEO, I steer the company's ship, making sure that everything stays on course while navigating the very fast-moving world of digital finance. I'm responsible for building and maintaining relationships with key clients and partners, ensuring the financial health of the company, and reviewing our strategy to make sure we're meeting business goals in the short and long term. This means on a day-to-day basis, I juggle multiple tasks. As CEO, I'm also one of the key public faces of the company, meaning I often speak at events and represent Quant in media interviews and other public forums. It's extremely busy but rewarding. Can you give us an overview of your business? Financial services is moving rapidly towards a more digitized infrastructure, and at Quant, we are laying the foundation for the future of digital finance. Assets of all kinds, from sovereign currencies to funds, are being tokenized on distributed ledgers. This is going to bring immense benefits to financial services, including improved market access, greater liquidity, improved operational efficiency, and democratization of assets. Our OVERLEDGER platform is spearheading this transition and is the enterprise standard for building on blockchain. OVERLEDGER has been used in our work with the likes of the Bank of International Settlements and the Regulated Liability Network across a range of digital currency and asset tokenization initiatives. However, it's not just financial services we work with, it's businesses of all sizes across all industries. OVERLEDGER is unique because it makes the same enterprise-grade technology that underpins all of Quant's projects with institutional and central bank customers, accessible to large enterprises, SMEs, and developers. This is what we mean when we say we're unlocking the benefits of blockchain to all. OVERLEDGER is super easy to use and develop. Its plug-and-play usability and self-servicing capabilities means it does not require specialist skill sets and coding languages. The platform is low-code and API-based, meaning apps can be built in any mainstream coding language and run on any blockchain. This broad and inclusive approach is what makes Quant different to other blockchain players. What's the origin story? Why did you start the company? To solve what problems? Our origin story goes back all the way to 2009 when I was working in HM Treasury and first came across Satoshi Nakamoto's original Bitcoin white paper. I was struck by the potential of the underlying technology, blockchain, to transform financial services. A lot has changed since then, and we've seen a clear divergence between crypto and the blockchain technology that underpins it. While the unregulated crypto experiment has clearly failed, we're seeing distributed ledger technology make major headwinds in traditional banking and financial services. The problem is, however, that many blockchain technology providers and digital asset platforms lock their customers into proprietary networks or deliver only components of a solution. The situation is made more complicated by the fact that each of these blockchains has its own unique rules and language. A developer trained to work on one blockchain will not necessarily have skills that can be transferred to working on others. In essence, this creates walled gardens that stop different blockchain networks from seamlessly communicating with one another. This was the reasoning behind founding Quant and creating our OVERLEDGER platform. OVERLEDGER allows companies to issue digital money and interoperable assets with just a few clicks, move them from one blockchain network to another, write new apps that will run on any network, create secure smart contracts that will execute on any blockchain, and use simple APIs to integrate with existing systems. To date, one of the biggest barriers to blockchain adoption has been a lack of interoperability, and Quant exists to fill this gap.
Now you guys just heard from MF Crypto, but you heard in the words of Gilbert Verdian. Think about it. Even when they got to his resume part, think about it. When they got to the part of what OVERLEDGER is doing and what they are not trying to do, but have succeeded in doing. Understand what is going on, you guys. Quant Network is the opportunity of a lifetime to even know that this type of technology is getting ready to be implemented. It would have been the equivalency of you knowing about Microsoft right towards the end of dial-up internet. And you would still be holding that Microsoft today. Imagine what those people portfolio looked like. Understand that at some point in time in history, when these moves are being made, the people that know, and they profit off of it. And the ones that don't know have no clue, and they're being literally consumed by it because it's every fabric of their lives. No matter if it's systems at work, no matter if it is things going on around the house as far as your Wi-Fi and all these things, all those things were protocols, all those things were standards being built out in the early 90s to where now we have www, the World Wide Web that we sit in today. And understand the people that knew about www before www was an official thing are all very happy because of it. So understand what is happening right now with Quant Network and OVERLEDGER. Understand what ISO TC307 is. Understand what Secure Asset Transfer Protocol is. Understand what the RLN is. Understand what these things are, because these or maybe in the testing embedded stage right now, and they're like, well, all these things happen, but it ain't moving the price. Understand what actually moves price. An announcement does not move price. You actually don't want an announcement to move price, because that is going to be a temporary up and then either a trickle back down or a crash back down. What you want to move the price is maybe a year or two after that announcement. Now the processes that was discussed in that announcement is now up and operational and moving. That's what moves the price, because that's going to be a sustained growth, because it's actually utility in motion. Understand what is being laid out right in front of us. So as these things like Oracle blockchain platform and over it being literally tapped into and built on top of OVERLEDGER, because OVERLEDGER is the interoperability layer of the internet. I'm going to keep saying it. They literally are coupled to global standards. And this is the reason why you have a company like Oracle, 430,000 customers, that moves, I believe it was like 7 or 8 million transactions, or they deal with them a day. However Oracle's base is, whether that's dealing with 7 million plus customers a day or having those transactions flowing through them a day. Either way, it doesn't matter, because think about that. That's one entity tapping into OVERLEDGER, and you're going to have at least 7 million different impressions, no matter how Oracle utilizes them, and that's just one customer daily. Now think of all the ones that we've already discussed, and all the ones that are under non-disclosure agreements, and all the ones in the world that will eventually tap into it, because there's something like SATP, which is an internet protocol. Gilbert's ready to talk about that a little bit in this video. Understand what is being laid out right in front of us on a platinum platter, okay? But follow me on this QNT token. For me, it is a no-brainer. This is not financial advice. I'm just giving you information that's readily available on the internet for you to have. That's it. So here we go. This next video is coming from my boy, NCash Official. Brother, you rock. I appreciate you, all right? Here we go. That next video.
Recently, the Digital Pound Foundation put out a great post. The Bank of England and the HM Treasury are actively exploring the feasibility of a digital pound, a potential complement to physical cash in the UK. With growing interest in how this initiative could shape the future of money, we've written this blog to provide a clear factual overview of their progress and timeline. And here is the very quick summary. The design phase, 2025 to 2026, focuses on developing a comprehensive blueprint and conducting technical experiments. A decision on whether to proceed is expected in 2026 based on the digital pound's alignment with financial stability and inclusion goals. If approved, legislation and infrastructure development could see the digital pound launched in the late 2020s. Here's the progress. Public consultations have gathered input from businesses, academics, and the public. Key milestones include the Digital Pound Technology Working Paper and experiments like Project Rosalind, in which Quant Network, a founding member of the Digital Pound Foundation, played a pivotal role. Yeah, they were actually the enabler of API-based use cases whenever it came to digital currencies. When we are thinking about that, okay, I want you guys to understand that it's not just benefiting Quant. It's benefiting all of the players that are tied into OVERLEDGER, which means the XRP Ledger, XDC, Stellar could be tied in. Hedera could be tied in. Any integration into OVERLEDGER could be tapped in whenever it comes to any of those API use cases when it comes to digital currencies. Stakeholder forums continue to provide insights on privacy, offline payments, and technology requirements. And these are the collaborations as well. The Digital Pound Foundation supports the exploration of a digital pound by fostering dialogue between the public and private sectors, publishing thought leadership, and advocating for an inclusive and innovative approach to digital money. Our blog offers a detailed look at where the digital pound stands today, the steps that have been taken to evaluate its feasibility, and what lies ahead. From consultations to experiments and stakeholder engagement, this is your opportunity to get up to speed on one of the most significant developments in UK payments.
Now, we just saw directly on literally the Digital Pound Foundation's on Twitter. And who did they mention? Quant Network. Understand what is truly being laid out. There are several interviews with even Martin Hargraves on the Digital Pound Foundation. And now you heard them literally, or you saw them literally put Quant Network right inside of the tweet. Understand what, I don't know what the acronym is for X. Maybe it's still considered a tweet, or is it an X, or whatever you call it, but you saw him put Quant right there. Understand what's going on right in front of our faces, okay, you guys? But this video is the man, the myth, the legend, the man that they were just talking about in those other two videos, and you just heard his resume, Gilbert Verdian. Let's see what he has to say about Web3, the integration of Web3, and how all of the networks will be working together. He even mentioned some by name, some of the ones that some of you guys are invested in. Like, actually, I won't even say nothing. I'll let Gilbert say it for himself. But here we go, y'all, that next video.
This is a large era of transformation. And as an industry, we're all working towards the same goal. And it's really enabling the implementation of digital assets within the financial system and other systems as well, like healthcare, trade finance, supply chain, etc. What we need to do as an industry is work and collaborate to make this happen. You can't have one single person, one single company, or one single organization, like a university, for example, bringing this about. It's a joint effort. And so we as a company and personally as well have been involved by giving back and contributing to various initiatives, including standards through ISO. We're doing protocols with MIT and IATF, and also trade bodies and industry bodies like Digital Pound Foundation. And we're London based, and this is home for us. And this is a great way for us to bring that world experience back into the UK, contribute with our peers into policy thinking, into some of the use cases, for example, as you mentioned, and really be able to do this as a joint initiative, because it really needs the momentum of the industry to get behind it to make this transformation happen. And we're very excited to be part of it, and we're very humbled to be able to be in this situation, to work with peers and help government understand what this means, help policymakers derive the right policy, and really help with the technology and standards and our thinking to make this a growth initiative for the UK, and that's what's happening. The government's understanding that this has a lot of potential, not just to transform the financial system, but to bring a lot of benefits and growth to the country, and we're very glad to be participating.
Now, y'all just heard directly from Gilbert Verdian's mouth. There's nothing more for me to say. You heard it directly from the source, who's behind the company that created the product, that taps into the token that will secure all of Web3. Understand what has been laid out in front of you. Okay, you guys, this to me, it's a no-brainer. To me, it is the opportunity that, like I said in a video or two ago, that I wish my grandparents would have had, because it is literally a chance, not just for me to change my life, but if I structure my gains the right way, we're talking generations. Listen, you guys, don't get a will, create a trust. I'll dive into that in a whole nother video. I just want to throw that out there into the universe for my people who's really tapping in into certain aspects of generational wealth. Understand what I mean? But we'll talk about that in another video. Don't got a lot of time, because I have an X Spaces that's getting ready to start in like 3 minutes on Twitter. So if you guys love Quant and you want to tap in even more, we do an X Space every single Tuesday on Twitter at 3 p.m. Eastern time. It is Maximus Crypto, the great Maximus Crypto. Put some stank on that and some respect on that name. It's my boy Sebastian from across the pond, going all the way over there. Sometimes even be Mind Crypto. He sometimes comes in and blesses us with his grace and his presence and his wealth of knowledge about Quant. And yours truly. Okay, you guys, so tap in. Come into those X Spaces. Come check us out. We do it every single Tuesday. They last about an hour and a half sometimes, but you gotta say the whole time. It's a recording. Go back, pause it, go back to it. But we discuss so many things in regards to Web3, but more importantly, Quant, because it is the opportunity of a lifetime, okay? In my eyes, in my opinion. So with that being said, if you made it through this whole entire rant, tap in and put Web3 in the comment section. That way I know you made it all the way through this entire rant, okay? But until the next time, y'all already know from the bottom of my heart, for real, y'all. Peace out.